Hey guys, what's up? It's time to do a speed test comparison between the iPhone 13 Pro versus the iPhone 11 Pro. So the iPhone 11 Pro is powered by Apple A13 Bionic SoC with 4 GB of RAM, while the iPhone 13 Pro is powered by Apple A15 Bionic SoC with 6 GB of RAM. So on the back we have a triple cameras on both phones, and the iPhone 11 Pro has a 12 megapixel f1.8 aperture with optical image separation main camera, while on the other hand iPhone 13 Pro also has a 12 megapixel f1.5 aperture with a sensor shift OIS main camera. Then we have a 12 megapixel ultra wide, which is a f1.8 on the 13 Pro versus f2.4 on the iPhone 11 Pro, and a 12 megapixel telephoto lens which give you a 2x optical zoom on the iPhone 11 Pro versus a 3x optical zoom on the iPhone 13 Pro. Also we have a LiDAR scanner which you don't find on the iPhone 11 Pro, and the back on both phones is made up of dual ion glass, and the frame on both phones is made up of stainless steel, and the iPhone 13 Pro is give you a completely flat frame, so it feels more premium in the hand as compared to the iPhone 11 Pro, which feels more comfortable in the hand. Also on the bottom, no headphone jack on both these devices, all you guys know, and both phones has stereo speakers. So I am very excited to see that how is the iPhone 13 Pro is gonna stack up against the iPhone 11 Pro. So now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. So logos came up first on the iPhone 13 Pro, and both iPhones is running on iOS 16.3.1. so we have latest softwares on both phones. So the iPhone 13 Pro faster when it comes to booting up, be the iPhone 11 Pro. Now the iPhone 11 Pro also done as well. So we have a 2 or 3 second difference between these devices when it comes to booting up. Now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. So iPhone 13 Pro has a 6.1 inch over Full HD Plus Super Retina XDR OLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. Also we have a 1200 nits of max brightness, while on the other hand iPhone 11 Pro has a smaller 5.8 inch over Full HD Plus Super Retina XDR OLED display, but we have 60Hz refresh rate, no high refresh rate display. Also you can see, and the notch 13 Pro it is smaller as compared to the iPhone 11 Pro, and the chins it is also little more smaller on the iPhone 13 Pro, which has a completely flat frame. So everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. So phone dialer, that is very similar. So now let's open settings, that is also very similar. Now let's go to the accessibility in the motion. So we have 120Hz refresh rate on the 13 Pro versus a 60Hz on the iPhone 11 Pro, which feels outdated in my opinion, because I am a 120Hz user on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now check out some more apps. Amazon Shopping with same Wi-Fi networks, so that is very similar on both phones. Again, you guys are the judge of the speed test. Scrolling feels more smoother on the iPhone 13 Pro, while iPhone 11 Pro it feels slow, I would say, as compared to the iPhone 13 Pro, but no lag whatsoever. So now let's open this, and that one it is very similar. Scrolling again much smoother on the iPhone 13 Pro. So now check out some games application. So now let's start off with the Candy Crush Saga. So little faster on the iPhone 13 Pro with the Apple A15 chipset. Instagram, that one it is faster on the 13 Pro. Let's see Snapchat, again faster on the 13 Pro. Spotify, faster on the 13 Pro. Subway Surfer. So you can see iPhone 13 Pro is beating the iPhone 11 Pro in every single application, I would say. So let me show the speakers on both phones. Both phones has a dual speakers. First on the iPhone 13 Pro, and here is the iPhone 11 Pro. As you can see on the speakers, it is miles better on the iPhone 13 Pro, which has a lot of bass, which you don't find on the iPhone 11 Pro speakers. Let's see temper and 2. Again faster on the iPhone 13 Pro. iPhone 13 Pro is taking the lead in every single application. So you can see, so this time we have a 2 or 3 second difference. Again Apple A15 versus Apple A13 on the iPhone 11 Pro. So now let's open this big game which is called as PUBG Mobile. So iPhone 13 Pro is done, 11 Pro also done as well. Also in that game we have smooth graphics with 90 fps on the iPhone 13 Pro versus a smooth graphics with extreme frame rate on the iPhone 11 Pro. So the gaming experience, it is much better on the iPhone 13 Pro. Now let's opening up the Twitter. That one, it is faster on the 13 Pro. Open up Pinout. Again, iPhone 13 Pro is faster there. As you can see, iPhone 13 Pro is perform really good, faster than the iPhone 11 Pro. Now let's open Zedge. And 13 Pro, again, little faster, but at the end, very similar performance. And scrolling wise, huge difference between these two devices. 120 Hz feels extra smooth as compared to normal 60 Hz. So last I'm launching the cameras on both phones. Default camera application, that one faster on the iPhone 13 Pro. Now check out internet browsing speed. So I am using default Safari internet browsers on both phones. So now let's open wikipedia.org. That one faster on the 13 Pro. Scrolling feels again smoother on the 13 Pro, and the touch response also much responsive on the iPhone 13 Pro. So now let's open this. Again, little faster, I would say. Same result. So now let's open apple.com, next website. And the 11 Pro is faster this time. So let's see, scrolling feels pretty smooth on both phones, but again, no comparison in that area. So now check out RAM measurement. So iPhone 11 Pro has 4 GB of RAM, while the iPhone 13 Pro only has a 6 GB of RAM. So let's see who's performed good in the RAM measurement. So now let's start off with the phone dialer. Settings, Amazon shopping. Let's see, Candy Crush Saga, Instagram, Snapchat, Spotify, Subway Surfer, Temper Into. Still no refresh. Let's see, PUBG Mobile. No refresh on both phones. So opening up the Twitter. Let's see, Pinout. So now let's open Zedge. And last, we're back to the internet browser where we left, as you can see. And guys, what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that, and the iPhone 13 Pro is perform faster than the iPhone 11 Pro in every single application, I would say. Mostly in games. In games, we have a 3 or 4 second difference in some games. So in terms of the RAM device in that area, I'm really impressed by the performance of the iPhone 11 Pro, and both phones is performing excellent in the RAM measurement. Not a single refresh on both phones. Now let's talk about the battery sizes. The iPhone 13 Pro has a 3095 mAh battery size with a 20 watt fast charging support, no charger in the box, while on the other hand, iPhone 13 Pro has a 3046 mAh battery size with 18 watt fast charging support, no charger in the box these days with the iPhone 11 Pro. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like this comparison. So do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos like this, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out.